Okay, good afternoon, all my friends. Now I want to give a short speech for our task from Mr. Holmes Rajagugup in interpretive listening class. Okay, let me start. Honorable Mr. Holmes Rajagugup, as our lecturer in interpretive class, and all of my friends from second semester in English major. First of all, let us say thanks to our God who has given his blessing to all of us so that we can gather here with a good health and so that we can continue our lesson, we can do our study in our university. This time I want to give you a short speech. It is about character education, or we can say it moral, and we can say it attitude also. I hope the topic I want to tell you is meaningful so that you can take the positive values from my speech. Ladies and gentlemen, teenage age is a very important period in our lives when in the teenage years we must be careful in choosing education and especially association. Don't ever we waste our teenage age with useless things that can waste our precious time. But we have to do things to preparing for a better future. There are several factors that can affect a teenage, how they will be in the future. I mean here we're talking about their attitude. Or we can say it moral, more influenced by the environment, or we can say it by the people around us will influence us surely. For example, if we stay with some good people, we will get used to it. And also the opposite, if we stay with the people with bad attitude, I think that can make us turn and be a bad pupil or be a pupil with bad attitude like them. Ladies and gentlemen, from all the kind of meaningful things that we can do in our teenage age, one of them is to follow the activities of character education. This character education can help shape teenager to be a good pupil in the future. Firstly, we can get the character education from our family or from our parents. Education in the house from our parents or our family is very important, because our house or our family is the first one before we go around. I mean, before we grow up in outside, we certainly have to grow up in our own house firstly. We also can make our character education by ourselves. We have to, like example, we have to socialize with some good people so that we can get the positive effect from them. We can also join some communities, of course, communities with some positive activities. Okay, lastly, I want to say, if you want to be a good pupil, if you want to be a pupil with a good character, good attitude, or a good moral, you have to stay away from negative things. You have to stay away from the wrong crowd, because it can hurt ourselves and it can make us become a pupil with bad character. Don't waste our time with do useless things that can waste our time. We do some useless things that can make us uh, be a bad person. Use your youth to be filled with variety of positive things that can be useful for ourselves, for our parents, for other people around us, and even for our nation. Hopefully, with this short speech, all of the teenage people, all of us can build a good character, and for adult, hopefully they can make a good character education for their children maybe, or for their younger sisters and younger brother. In conclusion, let me say thank you for your attention and also apologize for any mistakes what I might say. Horas, horas, horas.